Market is open. We are opening above the 20 period moving average on the hourly time frame. This is the opening range gap. This is the opening range gap. Things to keep in mind, we are opening below the previous day's low. We're opening below the previous day low and above the 20 period moving average on the hourly time frame. So this line 577.69 represents the 20 period moving average on the hourly. Since we are very close to that, we are going to test it. We are going to test this box overall and this hourly AMA along with this box. This is on the QQQs. So on electronic trading hours, this is the box that I'm referring to. They both are like somewhat different, but still the range is same. Price can use this green box as support. The green box ranges from 780 to 710. It's a tiny range. It's a 60 points range. Price can use this box as support and move further higher. This was the news candle. We never tell. Let's see on the smaller time frames. This was the news candle, the 830 candle. Range of this candle was 92 points. This was the 92 points. We still have the high of the news candle to take out. So I am looking for some sort of a confirmation within this price range. If it gets me this some sort of confirmation within this 15 minutes, I'll use the 15 minutes range and this box as a resistance to my stop loss and I'll take it higher. For example, within the 15 minutes, we start to move down and below this 60 points box, then I'm generally not interested in taking a long. I'll be more interested in taking a short targeting 599. So as we are within this buying zone, market can potentially reverse towards the upside. Let's say we are retesting or testing the previous day low. This is the gap from the yesterday. This is the opening range gap, but this gap will get filled. We might get inside the previous day range and get rejected. Hello, Eric. How are you doing? First bar of the day, it's a strong bull bar. If I go down at time frames, we are about to retest the previous day low. Let's see if the price can get a closing above the previous day low or it cannot. Potentially, this green box can be used by the market as a support and we can move higher, potentially as taking a swing trade targeting these highs, Asian highs, right? Also targeting the highs of the news. So this context will only come into play as long as we are staying above this range, the green box. If we go below this 60 point small range, 60 points, 64 point small range beneath the previous week's high and the previous day's high. These lines, the PDH and PWH represents the previous week high and the previous day's high. So as long as we are above this point, I'm not interested in taking a short at all. Okay, coming back to the 5 minutes time frame. The first bar is a strong closing bar which covered 50% of the opening range gap. This is a strong indication that we might take out the high of the news. Let's see if the first bar will get a follow through. or if it does not get a follow through. So three pushes down, first leg, second leg, third leg. This can be somewhat of a wedge or an expanding triangle. If it's an expanding triangle, it can make a very impulsive move straight towards the upside. Let's see the follow through on the 5 minutes. I'm good, bro. See the follow through. We are very close to the midnight open. We are above the 50% range of this 15 minutes range. That was the news candle. I don't think that the moving average on the 5 minutes will be respected. Okay, so for the higher time frame context, we try to break out from this channel, this long term channel which started from the 1st August till now. We have opened below that channel. We are retesting this channel again. So there's a very high probability that something like this is going to happen. Say this price. It's not a perfect shape, but the essence is there. So would love to take a scalp aiming for the easy target, which is the Asian highs. Okay. Okay. If I go to the 4 hours, we still have 2 minutes left till the second candle of the open will close. Okay. On the hourly, the 4 hours, we closed below. That's a direct validation for the downtrend, right? This is the first leg. We got our second leg. We failed to close below this opening, not the opening range gap, the fair value gap, right? So if I, even if I, for example, go long, I will not be holding it. I'll, or if I try to hold it, what I will be looking for would be for the market to close above this high on the 4 hours. So on the 4 hours it's in a downtrend. Yes. Or a potential range, the two-legged trap, first leg, second leg, right? Even on the hourly time frame, it's in a downtrend. We are retesting this gap, and the breakout point. So the midnight open is exactly the breakout point. So the 4 hours is in a downtrend or a potential range. The hourly is in a downtrend, right? So validation on the hourly was this bar, 11 o'clock bar. We needed a closing above this candle because you see this wick and the body. That was what was holding price towards the downside. We never got invalidated. Even on the news candle, we went straight down. So the first leg, second leg. Even on the hourly, we are in the downtrend. So if I start to take a long position, I'll be getting out early. We have 30 seconds left till the second candle is going to close. In the regular trading hours, we are obviously ranging, so I'm not afraid to go long, but I'll be very careful getting out right around the highs. Not try to go long, basically not hold it for swing trade. It will become a swing trade if I take a chance that this 4 hours candle, which is going to close around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, the market can sustain price around 1 o'clock above this high and close above. Then I can hold it for swing, right? So the two strong closes on the 5 minutes, it's an indication that we are going higher. The bulls who bought the open of the bar, they will likely to get out right around this area. They're one times their risk bought the close of the first bar, stop loss beneath this point, they will get out right around this point. So I'm also targeting this point. And the bulls who bought the close of the second bar, that is half of their risk and one times their risk. I need the 15 minutes to close first. Took out the low of the second bar. These are strong closes. Can front run this 15 minutes range? I can front run it because the target is very more likely to get hit, and we have two relatively strong bull boys. I can front run this trade, but I'm not going to. Acha, just things to keep in mind. We are testing the moving average on the 1 minute. So this is an indication of a good long, but I'm not going to take a long, just telling you what's going on. It's more likely to go higher than lower. This is nice. 809 is a key level. 809. The price needs to stay above that line. That's a line in the sand. 809 basically. Because if we stay below 809, bears are in control. Generally speaking, that is bearish territory. We are hesitating. On the 5 minutes, the first bar is not the 20, there's a 20% chance that the first bar will be the high or the low of the day. We have taken out the high. We will take out the low. That's a high probability, but can it give me a scalp before touching the low? That's the point. This is holding very good. This green box is holding good. I think we will get a closing above. Now, now this is the right long, long. Oh God, that's the idea. My risk on this trade, I'm not into just would be around 41. points, I need a closing, right? So automatically I'll be aiming for 40 points. 41, 40, yeah. So 874, we are retesting the moving average. If the first three bars are pull bars, but a lot of tail below the second bar, that's hesitation. We are somewhat hesitating. I need a closing above this range for me to enter with a 5. Let's see if the moving average can hold price. So as the market is giving me closing above these things, for example, the first preference would be above this point. I'm entered now. The second would be entered, meaning I have pending orders right around this point. The candle, this candles, because we have 10 seconds left, right? So it's giving me closing above the midnight open. That's a good sign, right? If it gives me closing above this range, that's a good sign. So all of these are validating criterias. So the target I'm aiming for is completely logical. That target is the high of the news bar. That target also coincide with this ranging conditions. So in ranges, moving averages do not get respected. We also have the first and the second bar strong bull closes. So am I aiming for or am I getting greedy? I'm not. My target is logical. So let's see how this candle closes, whether we move above. We have closed above the moving average. Now I wanna see price stay above this box. This box. Yeah, so stay above this. Are the targets unreasonable? No. We've moved above these highs. I'm taking some of my position off. I'll leave the rest. Okay, I have some things to do. So that was the trade. Basically, a good risk to reward trade, high probability trade. So this was this is the general idea, right? I have removed most of my position right around this point. I have to go, but still that target is reasonable. My position is closed. I have gotten out right around 28 points or something. So thank you for your time. That was the trade. So